welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you'll never complain.
Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The short hands, it's Gibson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. The Lobos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, the ground game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll run play action. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout call by the defense. It's their 1st in the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to the big tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They're now up 9-0.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And as time runs out here in the second quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Lobos will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit there.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and miss this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Back to pass, it's Potter. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Touchdown Lobos! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, they were probably thinking four-down territory with it third and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's third and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big third down stop.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Back to throw, it's Potter. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of one. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Gibson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after three quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Off play action. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Gibson. Just keeps moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Caught over the middle. It's Carry-On. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Potter. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the Zimdish Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Blair. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Finds his man, it's Blair. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Lobos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Got rid of it just in time. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on. And the ball's free in the backfield. Well, they recover their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.